Our next award is for the Chamber's 2013 Small Business of the Year. Each year, the Chamber recognizes a local company or organization that strives for excellence and has used a creative spirit to achieve success. This year's winner joins previous honorees Bernhard Woodwork, Elegance and Meats, and Duxler Complete Auto Care. It's truly a privilege to recognize the North Suburban YMCA as the recipient of this year's award. Now, before we bring the WISE representatives up here, let me ask a question of everyone in this room. How many of you have ever looked down at your ringing cell phone to see who's calling? Show of hands. Now, how many of you have ever decided not to answer based on this information? I'm not going to ask you to answer this one, but finally, how many of you have done this specifically when you see an Ohio number come up along with a recent celebrant of a 60th birthday? So I have to admit there were times that I would see Howard Schultz's number come up, and I would debate whether or not I was going to answer. But then I started to really appreciate just what Howard and his staff have gone through and now accomplished. Growing up in Northbrook, and I'm sure that Bobby Dahlke would agree with this, the Y was the center of my small universe. My mom could drop me off on a Saturday morning and know that I was safe, playing basketball, playing floor hockey, roller skating, swimming, and even eating lunch out of vending machines with a new device called a microwave to heat it all up. But things change. Populations changed, new and flashy health clubs were built, and the Y fell on some hard times. Going through a number of managers didn't help either. But when Howard Schultz came on board, there seemed to be a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. In 2006, the Y was at the brink of its own fiscal cliff, crippling debt, membership and program participation at an all-time low, deteriorating infrastructure, and the threat of losing its national charter. The situation was bleak. Now, under the direction of Howard, his energetic board and staff, they have truly turned things around. They paid off $2.3 million of debt and have raised a total of $5.8 million to date, providing funds for a facility makeover, including new locker rooms, health facilities, and a welcoming lobby. These changes have increased their membership by over 30% in the past 3 years. But these are only the physical changes that we can all see and touch. Perhaps, though, the most important work that the North Suburban YMCA does is its true contribution to the community. 1 in 5 participants in Y programs is the recipient of some type of financial aid. That's 20% of users are at the Y because the Y makes it possible. So the next time the phone rings, you see a number from Ohio, answer it. I will. They're doing good work. It's my pleasure that the Y will donate its $500 honorarium to provide financial assistance to a family of special needs, of a special needs child in its Helping All Wonderful Kids Succeed, the Hawks program. So please welcome Howard Schultz and former Y Board Chair Bob Dahlke.
Thank you. My name is Bob Dahlke. I've been a Y member since 1974, so I've seen the ebbs and flows of the Y, and I think Harley did a great justice on what a community asset the Y is. And, I know we have a lot of great volunteers in the audience, and I want to know how many people have ever gotten this phone call. Hey, we want you to be on a not-for-profit board, and it's not going to take much time. It's like 1 meeting a month. Believe that one. Well, I got that call 8 years ago. And 8 years ago, my first board meeting at the Y showed up, and they said, oh, this is, we're so glad to have you. The Y has some issues, We have no money, the building's falling apart, and the Y of the USA is about to take our charter away. So I've seen, and it's been such a long road, and I'm so proud and thankful that the Chamber has recognized the Y. There's been so many people that has made this happen. I want to thank the Board of Directors. Raise your hand from the Y. Any staff people in the back. And most of all, I want to thank the community. And, you know, the Y does so many great things. You know, I'm so proud that nobody's turned away. But I want to thank everybody at the tables, because I look around at every single table and I see a Y connection almost every single place. People have given their time, their talent, and their treasures to make the Y a place that can give back. And that's what we're all about. We're proud. And because of all you guys, the banks, all the people, the donations, the time, and the people that have gone before me and the board, the present board, that's why we're going to be around forever to help Northbrook, to support the Chamber, and just to offer a great place for everybody to be. So thank you so much, Chamber. Really appreciate it. And I will introduce Howard. Matt Brennan, our president, who could not be here tonight, texted me an hour ago and said, bring the hook up to make sure you get Howard off the stage.
So right now, everybody's ducking my phone calls, and I'm getting the hook already. I haven't even gotten up here yet. So thanks a lot. And Bob took half my speech, so that's good. So I want to thank the Chamber for this incredible honor. The significance of the Y receiving this award from the Chamber, an organization that's dedicated to advancing the interests of industrial, commercial, and retail business, cannot be overstated. And let me tell you about that. There are 972 corporate Ys over the country, representing 2,700 branches. In the entire country, there are 3 YMCAs that have received an honor from their Chamber of Commerce, and only one YMCA has ever been on double secret probation under threat of termination as a YMCA, and that's the North Suburban YMCA. So the fact that we have been recognized by the Chamber of Commerce for our turnaround is nothing short of miraculous, and we are proud as hell. And thank you so much for that. So as you know, though, we're always moving on with something new, and so I'm proud to announce that we have received a challenge grant to move on in the world of fitness and health and wellness, and so we're announcing a $150,000 challenge grant that we've received, a matching grant, and if you haven't heard about it yet, Barb Flanagan will be calling each of you pretty soon. And clearly, and most importantly, we would never be out here without the dedication and hard work of the volunteer staff and leadership of the Y. They are the reason, and the Y is the place that it is. We make it who it is, and why they respond to community needs, and they are the stewards of the future. It's not about me or any individual, it's about the people who make it work. And I'd like the Y staff and the board and all the volunteers, please stand up and be recognized. They're all over the room. You make it happen. You're the ones who've done it. I came in at a lucky time, and it was easy because all of you have support the Y at some point or another. So thank you to the Chamber for this incredible honor. It is wonderful. There's more to be done, but it's a truly remarkable day, and we are truly honored and blessed to be here. Thank you very much.